Brian Drummond. I am the original English voice of Vegeta, among a few others actually. I think Yajirobe and Kameha-Con and a few other crazy characters, but original voice of Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z in the ocean. That's me.
Hello. Everybody speaks Spanish here today? Hola. Hello.
Hola, Mario.
I am Mario Castañeda. I am the original voice of Goku, or Goku, for Mexico and Latin America since 1996, I think. I've been playing Goku for 25 years, so. This year, Dragon Ball Superhero, so let's see how Goku sounds. You know, when I first started...
Tired, he sounds tired.
You know, 25 years ago, someone said to me, you know, in Japan, there is a woman, Masako Nokawa. She is the voice of Goku. She's 60 years old. And I said, oh my God, really? Is there anybody playing that voice 60 years old? Yes. And this year, I'm turning 60 years old. Still playing Goku at 85 years. And I don't know if I'm gonna get there. Goku is going to be there in 25 years ahead. So thank you.
Thank you.
¿Cómo están, insectos? Well, I'm Rene Garcia. I'm the voice of Vegeta in Spanish. I'm younger than Mario. Considerably. So I'm going to last a little bit longer.
We want to talk about gray and beards. Not here, really.
Frisian formula.
No, not a drop.
My name is Ian James Corlett, and I am the original English voice of Goku in the ocean. I would prove it by doing a Kame, but I'm not going to do that. And since we're speaking of age, I turned 60 this year too. And just listen to me, everything's fine. But when you look at me, what's that voice coming out of that old dude?
Look at us. Don't do it.
Yeah,
That's why we have this job. Don't look at us.
as the old saying goes, we have faces made for radio.
That's a great phrase, really.
So
The floor is yours.
Yeah.
At your mercy. Since I'm going to send, I'll grab questions from this side. You want to grab maybe?
Sure.
I have a big light in my eye, so it might be hard to see. Let's go right in the front here with the.
I don't need to immediately move this map face to me.
the other two Vegetas and
Chris and Sean?
Chris and Sean?
This is the OG.
I didn't want them here.
On the Facebook group, when asking.
That would be great.
Yeah. It's certainly not our choice. Yeah. I mean, come one,
Chris,
come all.
Sean, Chris has done this con a few times that I've been at. We're friends, and I love Chris. I haven't seen. I don't know where Sean has done one.
I've never met Sean. I would like to meet him. I've never.
I've not known either.
I would like to say hi. How do you feel? How old are you?
How old are you? Are you 60 as well?
If you're not 60, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, different level now. Any more questions for us from the? Yeah, we got one.
Right over here. Okay. Speak up nice and loud.
But I'll ask you guys as well. I'm just curious, what do you guys think it is about Dragon Ball Z that made it such a cultural icon? Because we keep hearing from all the voice actors how they never thought they would be here, this many years later, still talking about it.
Yeah, good question.
That's true. You never know. When they offered me to play Goku 25 years ago, I said no. I had a fight with the dialogue director, Gloria Rocha, She offered me Goku. You know, he's going to grow now and I want you to play it. I said, oh, really? Well, Gloria, I'm sorry. I have so much work. I can't play your character. So sorry, but my son Arturo was 8 years old. And when I told him, hey, they offered me Goku, and I said no, he went crazy. How dare you? You have to play it, please. Please promise me you're going to play Goku. And I said, I already said no. And I went looking for Gloria to say, I'm sorry. I said no, but now I'm saying yes. And she said, what? And I said, you offered me yesterday. You said yes. No, I said no. No, you said yes. I said no. And I was double trouble because she didn't listen to me. So we didn't know it was going to be this.
No. But this is interesting. So your son knew of Dragon Ball?
Yes.
Well, it would have been out of bed
Because
probably before.
Goku
yeah.
was a kid. Goku was a baby.
So just a few years, I guess, when did you start? Was it
94. 94.
Yeah. So when we started it, I don't know if I'm going to speak
You
for
started
Brian.
Dragon Ball Z, right?
Dragon Ball was done
Dragon
too.
Ball.
And then
when,
Dragon Ball Z.
when he gets married.
Yeah.
But literally, no one knew about it. I mean,
What?
unless you were like total Japan freaks,
Yes.
right? Like, and I don't mean, you know, like fans, like into it. We had no idea. It was just like it was another foreign show that we needed to translate into English and make it for a North American audience. So we had no idea what this was, other than I remember getting the early memos. There's a lot of episodes.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, when GT.
They didn't put there's a lot of screaming. That wasn't
No, they
that
didn't
wasn't
say.
it. was like we like a voice like this, we
Right.
audition with the voices and then you find out there's so much screaming. I didn't know about the screaming. No one told you about that before the cast.
And then when GT finished, I thought that was the end. We were still attending conventions, but I thought it was maybe 2001, I don't remember. And I thought, well, maybe 1 year more of conventions. Because, you know, any show that goes, fades away, and then goes in the memory back. And it didn't happen. Dragon Ball used to stay in the convention, so we said, okay, maybe this is the last year, maybe this is the last year. I didn't say that for 25 years. And suddenly, Dragon Ball Kai appeared, and then the Battle of the Gods, and then Resurrection F, and here we are.
Super.
No.
So I think to answer your question specifically, I think they're seeding the animation and the colors with some sort of mind. It's the only explanation.
Yeah, something like that.
Something there. Yes, you were saying.
Is this a cry for help?
No, you. No, if Masako can do it, we can do it.
Yes.
We're gonna follow her.
Tice if you're being
Yeah, there's one over there.
All right. First of all, thank you for being here. We're all super excited. Three really short questions. One, have any of you had a chance to meet Akira Toriyama? So can you tell us
Yes,
what
we
experience?
were in
His island, yes, yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Second question, I'd like to know for all of you, which of the sagas is really your favorite one out of the whole Dragon Ball, world? And then last, this is the public in general. I have not found a way to watch Dragon Ball in Super in Spanish. Does anyone here know where to buy it or find it? I would love any guys.
It's a legal line.
don't.
So you're gonna say about Akira, I've never met, you have?
No, no, Masako.
No,
No.
No.
I don't
She
think
was, she was in.
he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
No, no.
No. My favorite saga is Freezer.
Yeah.
That's my favorite villain.
I think Majin Buu is when Vegeta really have this moment.
Yeah.
There's
That
sacrifices.
makes him the character. Because the other characters, okay, but Vegeta is the character.
There was another one right here.
And then Vegeta dies.
Yeah. Sorry.
Spoiler.
Yes.
So, when the Tournament of Power was going on, we seen some videos surfacing of soccer stadiums in Latin America filled with it, just showing the show. Did you ever go to one of those?
They stole it.
Wow.
Did you ever go to one of those just to
No.
feel the crowd, be there?
To
I
see
think that's
how
just amazing. The fandom there.
Yeah, I think it was in
they did it all over
in
Latin America.
in
Yeah.
the stadium,
There were several
in a
places.
huge park. There were like I don't know, 5,000 people.
Yes. They asked us a couple of invitations. Would you like to come see the last chapter with us? No. Do you have the rights to? No. We're stealing it. Sorry, but no. Thank you. No. You know.
That makes sense.
I'm almost 60. Come on. You're gonna get
Traveling
mine.
all over. Yeah, exactly.
That is pretty amazing, though.
Yeah.
Another question. What did we got here? Oh, seeing a lot shifting and light in our eyes. Oh, whenever we go ahead.
Hey, were there any moments when you guys were recording that for your characters it was just moments that were harder than usual while you were voice acting, performing, anything like that? Just more of the times where you really found it,
I think
challenging
every
and found that time to overcome?
I mean, every time you get into a studio to record anything, not just Dragon Ball, it's hard to do it. I mean, it maybe seems easy, but it's really hard to do it because you have to be there. You have to, or yourself involved. Because if not, when you hear the acting, it's not getting to a true. It's acting really. So every time you have to get involved with all of yourself because that you're not gonna believe it when you hear it. So
Any of the sequences for me that were when the battles really got extended, and I always made sure with my agent, I said, just please book me on a Friday because I need 2 days for my voice to get back to normal,
Yes, really.
to be able to actually even work on another show. Because Dragon Ball Z is a minute part, I think, of what all of us have done in our careers. Like, I know every single one of us have been working as performers.
Yeah.
You know, I've been professional since '91, and I know you guys, you're so old in your 60s.
It shows. It shows.
60s. I think we clarified we're not.
Did you get it? Did you really get it?
Brian doesn't listen.
I don't listen well, but with this yelling and the screaming.
Headphones on all the time. You can't hear.
What? When we were recording Broly, Broly is 1/3 they speak and 2/3 they shout. And when we got to the Kamehameha, the final Kamehameha, when they're going to destroy Broly, they don't. But when they're going to do it,
Spoiler.
I said to the dialogue director, Lalo Garza, Lalo, I don't have, the Kamehameha, it's in crescendo. Kamehameha, I don't have the last tone because my voice is tired. I shout, Kamehameha. We can do, we record it tomorrow or other day, or I start lower. Instead of Kame, he said, okay, start lower. So, Kamehameha. It's the only different Kamehameha I've done. And I think they pitched it a little so get to the tone. It was different because I didn't have that voice. My chords were
Ruined.
I
Which of your transformations was the most physically demanding?
Well, you have to shout. You know, when we're recording, we have this time code. It's a clock in the movie. You know where to start and where to stop shouting. So you look at the clock and you say, okay,
18 seconds?
18
Yeah.
seconds.
What? I know.
What? In one.
Mouth is like
one-
open.
Yes. So you prepare yourself, but you have to use your air and adjust it to last for the 18 seconds, and then cut it in the right moment. And sometimes the dialogue director says, "Okay, give me more power." More power, you mother. I give you everything.
Or you do that and maybe it's 12 seconds, but you go 13. You go over, and they can't go just snip it. It's like, it was a little long, but just same thing but shorter. Right? So some of those screams, you see, that wasn't one. Sometimes it was 5 times to get that one, and 5 more times to get the next one. It is incredibly taxing show to work on, and I love the character of Vegeta, but whenever I had a booking, I was like, oh. I work on other shows.
Not again.
You've got Dragon Ball Z on Thursday. I'm like, oh.
You know what? Mario's gonna give you a demonstration of the scream.
Yeah.
I got a clock out.
You're gonna go 19.
And then you go to your house, to your home, and your wife is there, and she looks at you and says, "What's wrong with you?" "I'm tired." "You?
You're just a voice
Tired?
actor.
You do nothing,
all
you
day.
just..."
Yeah, you got a real job.
"You know, I was fighting all day with Broly." "Fighting with Piccolo? What are you talking about?"
They don't know.
You know,
Yeah.
when Mario and I are going to these tours together, sometimes in Latin America, we make a contest.
Yes.
With this
Shouting
scream. So
contest.
we take people from the audience
Oh.
and we tell them do the scream, and we got the plugs.
And time it?
Yes, and time it.
Oh, this is good.
We
Yeah.
already have a record.
We have a record.
54 seconds.
Without a breath?
54 seconds.
One
Yeah.
breath. I don't know, it was...
You're hired.
Monterrey.
Someone's like breathing through their nose and
You know,
continuing to like a
they are,
dolphin. What?
They are singers. The people, it was a singer, and they use air in a different way, really.
That is a good
And
one.
they use very little air, and so the shout can be long.
But was it a good shout? Was it like, was
No,
it?
it wasn't.
That was
But it
long.
But it lasted.
How many times have we heard
54.
It was, you know.
And so
it was-
we used to play with this tournament, screaming. And at the end, we tell people, you know, there's a technique for doing this. You have to study drama, you have a class there named
With Japanese people.
Yes, a voice,
train you.
diction. And then when we started recording Dragon Ball, Japanese people came to us and teach us technique to shout. And in the middle of the shout, you start breathing. So, oh, really? Oh, yeah, yeah. So we are going to show it to you right now. And then I do it. And Kameha-Con! It's almost, you can notice, I can,
Can't get to.
no, it's really quick, so of course it's not possible.
Amazing. Yes.
There.
So the fans really love the fusion characters. Can you kind of give us some like inside the booth, like how difficult it is and the process that goes into like when you guys are reading lines and getting ready for like a Vegeta or a Gogeta role?
I don't know how you do it.
I never did it.
You know,
I did do it, but I did both parts when I did Vegeta. Yeah, I did. They said, I'm worried it's got to be you, do both and try to sound like Kirby Morrow was doing Goku at the time. Rest in peace, Kirby. But I did both at the same time, so I tried to sound, stupid like Goku. I tried to dumb down my performance. Some food and just be a real meathead. And then I did, a cool, sophisticated prince. And did my that sounds like good, right?
Yes. So manly.
He seems like such a nice guy.
We have never done recording at the same time. We always record one and then the other.
Yeah.
Since Goku and Vegeta both can grow beards and facial hair, do you ever wish they would be able to keep that?
Do you ever wish they had facial? Well, he looked like his dad, I guess, he had facial hair.
Vegeta had your beard,
There's a moment when they come out of the time room.
They have like a beard and
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you ever guys wish that they would have kept something like that?
It's too hard to animate hair.
Yeah.
I gotta save money. It's like, I gotta move it around. It's like, get the hair off his face.
Only Disney can do that.
Yeah, exactly. Right here.
Hi, thanks again for coming here, and it was very great to meet you. It was almost surreal, it really nice to meet you in person, and just to hear your voice in Spanish, Rene as well. And my question is, which Super Saiyan Goku is your favorite?
My favorite, the first one, the yellow hair. I think, back in time, it was 1997 in Mexico and Latin America when we knew he was going to get to the Super Saiyan. We say in Spanish Super Saiyajin, Super Saiyan here. And it was so special moment. The people was waiting for that moment. And when that happened, not only Vegeta had died, Krillin was killed in a horrible way. So that's why Goku gets to that point when he is furious with the heart and calm. So it was so special, that moment. That's my favorite. And all the others are a little of the same. And of course, the color of the hair changes, and his cradle and everything. And I say someday Akira Toriyama is going to get involved. He's going to get out of colors and then, okay, well now.
No hair.
Okay, no hair. Now the wigs.
Beards will grow.
Yeah. Don't turn into Master Roshi. That's it. So, the first one. That's my favorite.
Right over here.
So, from a language perspective, English, Spanish, are there words that you're taught this is how you have to pronounce them to match the Japanese version or before they get translated into English or Spanish?
Well, for instance, in Spanish, Vegeta is called Vegeta.
Yes.
But Vegeta should be written with U. If you pronounce Vegeta without the U, it sounds Vegeta. The G sounds G. Vegeta. And we never did that. I don't know why. It's Vegeta. So,
That sounds like a nice loaf of bread.
So,
Vegeta is because maybe in Spanish, Jeta,
Jeta is
what it is.
face.
So maybe the director said, no.
Vegeta. So, and when Rene spoke, he said, ¿Cómo están? How are you, insectos? Insects. That's a word that is not in Dragon Ball.
No.
Vegeta has never said insect.
No.
Never.
But
Just in Spanish.
he was recording, and Gloria Rocha, the dialogue director, said, say something to me, something. Say it. He goes, no, stupid, no, the kids. I don't know, worm, no. Insecto, yeah, insect. And there is there's an industry of t-shirts with insecto. Yes, you are an insect with Vegeta's growing. There's people making millions because René said insecto.
Making millions because someone said over 9,000. You don't know why, and it was supposed to be 8,000. Yeah, I don't think we, mostly just names were what we were told, proper pronunciation, because we did this before anybody did it in English, so it's like, Piccolo, how do you say that? Piccolo? I don't know. I mean, it's like, go with Piccolo, go with, like, you know, go with, Radites, Radits, you know, we don't know. Goten, Goten, you're learning them all for the first time, and even the Kameha-Con, how to do those. There were a couple things, I think, and there was Vegeta. But we don't know. When you see it for the first time, you have no idea how to say that, how to say these things. But after you do it for a little bit, you got it down. But there's not a lot of places that were confusing to talk about. Mostly just first time you come across a name.
We got a little hand right in the middle here. Speak up really loud.
Yep.
What's your? What's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode is Dragon Ball Z 86 when Vegeta dies. Freezer kills Vegeta. Seconds before dying, Vegeta said, "You're going to be the real, the legendary Super Saiyan. You have to kill that monster. He's a murderer." And then he dies. Well, he's died, but he's alive in the dead world, you know.
Yeah.
This is nothing. So then Goku says a monologue, talking to Vegeta, to the body, to the corpse. He says that's when he realizes he's a Saiyan. He's not human. He's not from Earth, and he has to fight to defend everybody and fight the Emperor of the universe. So it's a very important moment in Goku's life. He knows and he gets to be the Super Saiyan. And Vegeta dies.
And he lives.
Because Dragon Ball is like a
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a yo-yo.
For the people that watched the first ones, it was always interesting for us to, because of where it aired and all of the how they had to rewrite things, and you were always blasted into another dimension. There was nobody died. We couldn't say, "I'm gonna kill you. You're gonna die. He's dead." All the blood was drawn out to be like little dirt on them and stuff like that, recolored out and changed. So it was. I didn't even know. I always thought they were being blasted to another dimension until I saw the guys with the HIFL on their shirts, and I'm like, "What is that?" It's like, "Oh, it's supposed to say hell." And they're going to hell. Scribble it out, change it all. It was pretty amazing how it started out, because it was on network TV. So we had a lot we could not do. No little bare bottoms and butts and.
Well, I've got a story. So for those of you who don't realize it, my partner who's here, Terry Clausen, we were the original reversioners of the series. So these two guys, here's the story. This is before Ocean even. So these two guys, you probably know Gen Canella, from Funimation. He's like the executive in charge of the whole thing. And Barry Watson. So they come in looking like a couple of IBM salesmen, suits and ties. We understand, this is Barry. We understand you guys know how to reversion foreign language cartoons, make it into English. How do you do that? Well, we'll tell you how. So Terry and I got to work, and we would take the raw Japanese scripts, like direct translation that didn't make any sense in English, and we would have to make it fit. And we'd go look at the video and change all the words and stuff. Anyway, so in the early days, I'm pretty sure it was a Dragon Ball episode. I may be hazy on, we were doing a lot of different series at the time, all a bunch of Japanese stuff. Anyway, this scene was, and if it is Dragon Ball, I'm sure you guys will know, where this little girl, speaking of panties,
I wasn't, but some little butts that have to be drawn over so you can't see it on cartoon.
That's right. Speaking of covered butts, she's running, and she goes over a cliff, grabs onto a branch. Then we cut to below, and you see this little girl. She's swinging on the branch. Oh, she saved herself. That's really good. And then we see stars falling from under her. What's that? We did not understand this. We look at the script. It doesn't say anything about magic. I wonder what's going on. So we get on the phone. Hey, there, whoever was the executive in charge in Japan. And we said, is there something we're missing here? Is there some sort of magic that we need to know about? Now, trigger alert, I'm going to do an accent. So this guy's on the phone, he goes, oh, scene 64-42? Yes, that's the one, where she falls down, the stars come from under her. Oh, is that magic? That's not magic. That's pee-pee. Oh. And then we went to work. How do we deal with this?
Yeah,
So there's your little bit of early dubbing trivia.
She pees stars.
Yes.
Don't we wish we
Oh
all
man, have I done that sometime?
Couple of kidney stones, but no stars.
I gotta pass my magic stars.
Oh, where to? Couple any more? We got one over here in the black sweatshirt.
First of all, hi. I mean, it's an honor
Hi.
having you guys here. I mean, I grew up in Mexico, so I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z in Spanish and watching Dragon Ball Z in English as well, because I moved over here later on. So it's an honor to have you all here. My question is, where did you guys got the inspiration to use the voices the way you guys did? You know, because I mean, I know there's a way you guys do it to find the voice for the character. What did you guys use an
With
inspiration?
any character, generally, at least, I don't know if it's the same, it probably is the same in Mexico as it is with us. You get a character description to audition.
Yes.
Our agent sent us, here's a character description. The guy or gal or is this, and this. There, you know, and I think all I can remember for Vegeta was he was an alien, it said on there. I don't even think we got to have a picture. Like, I don't recall there being a picture of what he looked like. Maybe there was,
I think
but
there was then. It's tightened up a lot. You don't get
sometimes you don't even get
now.
pictures anymore because they don't want it to go out on the internet on a new show. But
Yeah.
he's an alien. He's diminutive in size, so he's a little guy. He's got a bad attitude. He's aggressive and mean. He's a prince of his own planet, named with the same name as him. So there's a lot of strange stuff. Like, okay, so I thought he's smaller. I'll make the voice a little higher. And because he's little, he's got a bad attitude, but he's also a prince. So I wanted to make him a little smaller, a little more of a princely attitude. Sort of look down on everyone else, and everything was, you're a fool, you're an insect, which I didn't get to say a lot. But that's where my idea came from when I auditioned. I never heard the Japanese performer, and it wasn't, Renee's great performance for me to listen to, so that's where I came up with my
Great. But it's a little different for us because we just came to the studio. I mean, we were booked. We came to the studio and saw the thing. And the director.
You got the gig.
Yeah, the director. Yeah.
wow.
Okay. That's the character. Go ahead.
Oh, wow.
And you have to.
And did you have to listen to anything first, or you just?
Yeah, you listen to
the Japanese.
a couple of lines and just do it. But the character is so well drawn. I don't know the word in English, but it's perfectly. If you saw the character for the first time, you
get an idea.
You get an idea of what Brian said. I mean, he's really bright. He's angry man,
strong, powerful, and then you see Goku and you go, wow.
Hey!
Oh, yeah. Not that smart. Hero, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Well, my story is sort of in between because
right.
I was so deeply involved in the production of it, we hadn't cast anyone yet. So I kind of went, well, how about me? And I think I slept with the casting director. It was a lovely time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's and it was one of the first roles that I had done that was like a hero. So that was kind of weird, and I just went, well, if I have to act like a hero, how would that sound? So I just, my name is Goku.
yeah. You know, the first time you saw Vegeta, that was the first time he appeared. But everybody knew Goku as a child. So in Mexico, we had an actress, a voice actress, playing Goku, Laura Torres. She's a great actress. She has this raspy voice, and she gave Goku all the attitude and this aggressive, funny, silly personality, and that's what I took as a motive, as a working Play-Doh to build grown up, and Goku didn't grow to an adult. He just turned a teenager, so I had to sound younger, yeah. The first time he appears, he says, "Hola," and then Bulma, Krillin, Tenchin Han. I can't get there, you know. But all the things that Laura used to do, and the way she played, the rhythm she used, I took that to the grown up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. What is la fusión? What is our favorite fusion? Vegito or Coqueta? Sometimes I can tell one from each other. Okay, so they're fused. Okay. You sound like this. I don't know. They both have blue hair. Yes, both. Both shoes. What is the same thing?
Same thing.
yeah.
I don't know. Both. I have a favorite. No.
Maybe both. Blonde wig. It is wig, isn't it?
Thank you all for being here, and my question is for Renee. So how do you feel like when Spanish speakers approach you and just are like, can you please call me insecto? And you're like, okay, weirdo. I love that.
I love to insult people.
That's how we got the gig.
Yeah, there's a theme here.
They get so happy.
It's really fun, but people want to get insulted. I mean, call me insecto, please.
My Vegeta, yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
It's such fun. You know, when I was in a soap opera as an actor, and we were like filming 3 months, something like that. And one day, one of the staff guys approached me and said, "I know you are the voice of Vegeta." And I said, "Really? Yeah, can you give me a..." "Yeah, of course." And then all the staff knew about this and asked me for my autograph. And I was with a big soap opera Latin stars. So they looked at me like, "Who are you?" And it was really fun to insult all this stuff. and
They asked for it.
Yeah,
They asked for it, yeah.
I can to me. Yes,
Of course I do.
it was really fun.
Black cat?
There and then over there.
Let's be real
sorry.
quick. So the ocean dub, what was the origin of the decision to refer to Goku's dad as a brilliant scientist?
You probably wrote that. And I don't know, when you saw the translation that called him a brilliant scientist. What's the actual?
It was never referred to his dad at all in the scene where he makes a fake moon.
Yeah, but in the Funimation dub, what do they say?
Powerful warrior.
Powerful warrior or something? Yeah. Whoever was writing it must have seen it.
Sounded funnier.
The stars?
For the two Vegetas, what's the saddest moment for Vegeta in Dragon Ball?
The saddest moment?
Yeah.
When Goku dies.
I don't know. I don't think Vegeta feels sad ever.
I don't feel like I recall scenes where he's truly sad. I think there's a lot of times when he's thoughtful about maybe what he's done and what he's doing. I don't remember a lot. Yeah,
Maybe a little bit.
You know, there are complete episodes where Vegeta says nothing.
Yeah,
He just stays there.
Standing in the back.
He stays in the back. What's wrong with you?
Maybe that's when he's sad. On the inside. He's just crying on the inside.
They are drawing with Trunks, and he's like, who's this guy? Where did he come from? When Trunks from the future appears,
Yeah.
he doesn't know he's the father. Well, he's not the father, but he will be the father. Yes, he's very insider.
That's why we love him. Let's ask him.
This question is, I have some questions for Ian and both of you. For Ian, yeah, so we know like in the ocean dub, you guys refer to death as next dimension.
Yep.
However, like the very first episodes, there's actually mentions of death from Raditz, Goku, Master Roshi. But then those were actually removed later on in the dub, and they were actually, redid the lines. Do you know what actually happened there?
Why they would have gone back and changed it from death?
No, I mean they originally started using terms like death, kill.
Yeah. It must have been who was broadcasting it at the time, and those restrictions tighten and loosen depending on where it's going.
And what network and who's looking, what broadcasters looking.
Yeah, the second question. What is the craziest fan story you guys have?
Craziest fan story.
Look at this room.
Well, for instance, I don't know, sometimes they gave us a box, a wood box, which contained the ashes of somebody, you know. We were signing and Rene was here, and the line came his way, so he was looking his way, and then when he turned his head, he had the box in front of him, and he said, come on, are you going to tell me inside here are the ashes of someone? And the man said, well, yes, they are the ashes of my son. He was one of the organizers.
He died on Friday in an accident. He wanted to be here. So I want a signature in it.
Wow.
And it was like,
that's the first time Vegeta was sad.
I was shaking.
It was
you want me to
so shocking.
Yes, please.
You know, honestly, I haven't personally had any like weird fan interactions. Like, we're all of it. Like, we're all weirdos. Let's get that out of the way.
Yes, please.
And most of the time, people are super respectful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are awesome. So
Yeah.
it's
To you guys.
Sometimes big guys with motorcycle jackets, leather jackets, Hells Angels, with big first stay near to the table and they start crying. Big guys. When we are saying, are you okay? You're not gonna punch him. We can't be big guys.
I've had little guys cry.
Okay. Hey, what do you want?
Children cry, that's what. Did you get that? Yeah. Well, just a heads up for everybody, because Eden, or a couple of us, the Canadians that are heading back to Vancouver, have some flights that you guys heading up to.
You have to, you have a tree, we have
Yeah, so we have about 5 more minutes and we should probably blaze out of here, so maybe 2 more questions. Right in the front there.
Yeah, I was just wondering, aside from all of the screaming and the fighting scenes, are there any scenes from the storyline perspective that you guys were dreading and having to record?
Oh, there's other scenes other than screaming and fighting?
There's nothing.
A dreading record, no.
It's just the screaming. It
I
really,
look
you know.
forward to any scene that didn't have screaming and fighting. I was like, oh, thank God. You'd show up at a session, it's like, and the director, it's pretty much just dialogue. There's no fights for Vegeta today. I'm like,
And the other one that you're really thankful for is something in the script that you'll see, MNS.
For us.
Mouth not seen. Oh! Right, so I don't have to
Means
go.
they're off camera or behind somebody, or the camera's behind them, so you don't have to match the lip flaps.
So those
You
are
just
happy times.
Make your life a lot easier. But we only usually see them, at least in ours, when we get in the room. So there's no dread to happen. I'm dreading this scene. We don't get the scripts in advance, get to read it all. We roll in there and I'm like, what's happening next? And ask the director, where are we going?
Scream,
you're
now.
Scream. You're battling this guy. He's this, now you're battling him. Oh, because he's friends with, yeah, now you're,
What about
and now,
just,
yeah.
like from the storyline perspective, and like, here's what's happening, and you're like, oh man, really? That's where the story's going? Like, is there any of that?
No, they've tried to tell Brian the
I won't
story,
listen.
and he just goes,
I'm 52, I can't.
we roll him in, and he goes,
I'm 52.
What?
I'm not.
Huh? Excuse me?
One more, good question. Let's see. Or did someone's pointing over here with the mask on over here, maybe? Yes. Is that where we're pointing?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's you.
Yeah, that's you.
Just curious, since you guys voice Goku and Vegeta, and you originate from Canada and Mexico, what's it like getting to meet your international counterparts at conventions?
These are the best guys ever.
Great. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, my first con here, me and Chris and Rio had a panel that was just bananas. It was so great to have us all here. And then I think it was the next year when you and myself and Chris had a panel, and that's one of the best parts is to meet. I love meeting. Oh, you do my voice. I would love to, be in another country and like you're Swedish Vegeta.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Like just to hear some of the voices and hear some of the stories they have recording. It's great. It's one of the best parts of working on this is meeting the other performers, because it's kind of a, I think there's a bit of a camaraderie most performers that do this kind of work have with each other.
Yes.
It's very,
Yes.
right.
In 2019, we had a panel with 5 Gokus. That was great,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
rare.
yeah.
There were 5. That's only Sean was missing, but it was great, incredible, really.
Yeah.
And of course, this is USA. You speak English here, and you receive it. You make us feel so at home, really, because you know Dragon Ball and you like and you respect all the versions, no matter the language. You make us feel so good here. Of course, there's a lot of Latin people here, so we feel great here.
Thank you so much, everyone.
This poor guy in the gray t-shirt. Yes, you've had your hand up forever.
Man,
Okay.
I'm sure this is a common question, but do y'all think that Vegeta deserves a dub, man? I think he deserves
Do you have a what?
a W, a win.
Does Vegeta deserve a win?
Does Vegeta?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The question is
now.
I'm so sorry, I called on
Security.